So here is another question on GP. Find three numbers in GP whose sum is 28 and whose product is 512. So for this kind of question, we have done something like that in AP. So the next thing that you have to do is that you have to write the first term, which is A. So then you write the next one, which is AR forward. Then you write another one, which is A over R backward. So the reason for this is that if you multiply, you will left with A alone. This R will cancel each other, so it will be easier for you to simplify. Unlike if you write A, the second one will be AR, the third one will be AR squared. You know, if you reach to the level that you want to multiply, this question will be complicated. So it's easier for you to choose it like this. If it's for AP, you do it like this: A, then A plus D, then backward A minus D. We have done video on this one, so I will leave the link in the description box. So for here now, let's multiply their products. It will be A over R multiplied by A multiplied by AR is equal to 512. So we'll call that one equation 1. So A multiplied by A multiplied by AR, we have A times AR over this over 1 over 1. R multiplied by 1 is equal to 512 over 1. So A multiplied by A multiplied by AR will give us AR cubed R over R multiplied by 1 gives R is equal to 512. So R cancel R, so we are left with A cubed is equal to 512. Cube root of 512 is equal to 8. So the value of the first term, which is A, is equal to 8. So from here, now they said that their sum is equal to 28. So let's write it back: A over R, A, then AR. So adding them together, A over R plus AR is equal to 28. So let's substitute the value of A here. So we have 8 over R plus 8 over 1 plus 8R over 1 is equal to 28. So from here, find the LCM. The LCM will be R. So R, how many R can we get in R? 1 minus. Substituting the value of A is equal to 8 inside equation 2 gives A over R plus A over 1, 8 over 1 plus 8R over 1 is equal to 28. So find their LCM. The LCM will be R. So R in R, 1 multiplied by 8 plus 1 in R multiplied by 8R plus 1 in R multiplied by 8R squared is equal to 28. So over 1 cross multiplying gives 8 plus 8R plus 8R squared is equal to 28R. So let's rewrite 8R squared plus 8R, then this one, that is, we want to collect like terms, minus 28R plus 8, everything is equal to 0. So we have 8R squared plus minus 20R plus 8R minus 28R gives minus 20R plus 8 is equal to 0. So from here we can factorize 4 out. 4 2R squared minus 5R plus 2 is equal to 0. So invariably, if we divide everything by 4, this one gives 0. So we are left with 2R squared minus 5R plus 2 is equal to 0. So this one is a quadratic equation. So how do we solve this? You take the coefficient of R squared multiplied by the constant, which is a plus 4. We have to be careful of the sign. Whatever sign that is here, you have to be careful with it, and the sign that is here, you have to be careful with it. So we have plus 4. So factors of 4 are, you don't need to write these ones because I'm teaching you. Factors of 4 are 1, 2, and 4. So 2 factors of 4, if you add them, if you multiply them together, it's going to give you back -5. So that will be 1 and 4. So is this going to be positive, a -1 and -4? So let's check. -1 multiplied by -4 gives +4. Then if you add them together, so it's equal to -5. So that means we are dealing with -1 and -4. So this equation becomes 2r squared minus r minus 4r plus 2 is equal to 0. So here, take r out, factorize r out, we have 2r minus 1, then minus 2, we are left with 2r minus 1 is equal to 0. So if you multiply it, it must give you this back. So then take r minus 2, bracket it. Out of the those one inside brackets, take 1, 2r minus 1, everything is equal to 0. Then you can now say that r minus 2 is equal to 0, or 2r minus 1 is equal to 0. So you can now say that your r is equal to 2, or r is equal to minus, 2r minus 1 is equal to 0. So from here, 2r is equal to 1, then r is equal to 1 over 2. So we have two values for r. R is equal to 2 or 1 over 2. So that is how to find that one. But they have to find the 3 numbers. So having known the r now, then let's find the value of the second term. So the first term is 8. So the second term, T2 will be equal to AR, that is 8 multiplied by, when r is equal to 2, the second term is equal to 16. So when r is equal to 1 over 2, the second term will be equal to 8 multiplied by 1 over 2 is equal to 4. So for the third term, AR squared. So when r is equal to 2, the third term will be equal to 8 multiplied by 2 squared, which is equal to 8 multiplied by 4, which is equal to 32. And when r is equal to 1 over 2, permit me to write it here. When r is equal to 1 over 2, the third term will be equal to 8 multiplied by 1 over 2 squared. So third term will be equal to 8 multiplied by 1 over 4. Here 1, here 2. So the third term will be equal to 2. Recall that the numbers that we used were a over r, comma a, comma ar. So when r is equal to 2, a is equal to 8. So it will be 8 over 2, comma 8, comma 8 multiplied by 2. So those numbers will be 4 comma 8, comma 16. So when r is equal to 1 over 2, we have 8 divided by 1 over 2, comma 8, comma 8 multiplied by 1 over 2. 8 multiplied by 1 over 2. So here we have 8 multiplied by 2, comma 8, comma 4. So this will be 16, comma 8, comma 4. So now let's check whether we are correct or not, whether we are right. So If we add them together, let's add together 4 plus 8 plus 16. Is it going to give us 28? Yes. 4 plus 8, 12. 12 plus 16, 28. So, if you multiply, 4 multiplied by 8 is equal to 32. 32 multiplied by 16 gives 512. So, you can check for the other one when r is equal to 1/2 and let me know the answer in the comment section. So, till I see you in the next class, stay safe and God bless you. Bye-bye.